Hello again, Gray. Good to see you. And a happy Memorial Day to you. May your day have been as memorable as it was May. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Fine day. Fine day to see you. Fine day as any day to see you. So weird that it's a Monday. I'm thrown off as usual on any holiday that I am not at work. Spent most of the weekend hanging out with people, but also cleaning up, like my my office, my house in general. But doing stuff. Oh God, that just reminded me. Gray, I thank you. You just reminded me to do another thing, another important thing. To order an air filter. Very important thing. Very important thing to do. How has your weekend gone? Did you enjoy some time with the fam this weekend? Oh my God, my typing is terrible. Okay. Air filter located. Ah, it was a monumental couple of days. Had some friends over to play some board games and hang out. Both on Saturday and today. Roscoe got his shot on Friday, and just a big couple of days. I don't have Rudy with me today. He is in his little bed being a cinnamon roll. So he's just kind of off on his own at the moment. So just kind of letting him be. Didn't want to drag him in here if he was taking a nap. So he may join me later. Giving Roscoe the opportunity to come in and hang out if he wants, because he's such a butt. This song actually just reminded me of Rudy, so I figured I'd mention that. But he's been good. He's been a little snotty, but we've noticed that he kind of likes it cool. We had the windows open. It was nice recently, but he got into the high 70s and the 80s. And we noticed he was getting a little like bleh, so we closed up the windows, put the air on, and he got a little better. So I know that Mrs. Zibb's dad had kept the house pretty cool for him, so we got the air on for him now. So, but yeah, so he's doing pretty good, and he's just chilling out right now in his his little bodega. So he's being a little man. Yep. Things doing pretty good for him. Yeah. Hope things are doing well for you, Monsieur Gray. I am going to do what I always do and make everyone uncomfortable. Really, no, I'm just going to, I want to go ahead and get to the drawing section of things. Yeah, I thought it was funny that that person that was commenting today, they've been commenting over the last couple of days, and it's great. I find it funny that they're actually legitimately commenting on the comic itself, like on the comic site, which is fine. They've been commenting on pages kind of starting in chapter 5, and that's great. That's fine. They've had some good commentary, and the comments for today were not unexpected, not really, and not they weren't alone on some of that, but I liked your response to it too. It's just like, yeah, I get it. It's like heaven forfend that Heroic will have any kind of reaction or any kind of any kind of desire or whatever. For me though, it's like I again, like I said on Discord, I kind of wish that they had maybe just kind of trusted in the story a little bit more. Just like it's like, yeah, and I kind of spoon fed them a little bit more. Just like, yeah, it seems kind of abrupt, don't you think? And doesn't really seem in character for her, does it? Might be something. And I told them, I was like, I appreciate you hanging in there with me, and I appreciate you reading, and I hope that you'll trust me and continue to hang in there while the story unfolds. Like, there's a lot left to be told, and the story's not done. It's not like I'm just gonna be like, and that's it. Barring some kind of hilarious blimp accident. That's yet to happen. But so hopefully they'll keep reading. Hopefully they'll keep enjoying it. If not, oh well, maybe the story wasn't for them. But just kind of one of those things where it's just like, yeah, you kind of got to give the story a chance. But that's also one of the problems with releasing a comic once a week is once they get to the point where they don't have a backlog anymore and they're kind of sitting there champing at the bit like the rest of y'all, they're kind of stuck. So but oh well, we'll get to it, and hopefully they'll enjoy it like the rest of y'all, or they'll hate it like the rest of y'all. And but yeah. Yeah, no, I was really struck. I actually was really struck. It was earlier today, actually, that I was just so grateful that I had watched Gameverse and just realized I was like, gosh, I don't have a plot. I really don't. For Sidereal, I just did not have a plot. And now I'm glad I did. I'm glad I watched it. Not that I'm like, okay, copy paste. It was really more like, no, you have all of this stuff. You're so close. You're right on the cusp of it, and you don't quite have it there, but you could. You need to have this universal thing that keeps everything going. Hey, Black Boss, good to see you. When last I checked, 'twas Black Fox was usually first. Not Gray. I don't know what's happening there. I'm a little shocked and surprised, Black Fox. You're late making pancakes. I mean, I should expect that you're sorry. I should very well expect that you're sorry. You should be making pancakes early. I'm disappointed that you are so late in making pancakes, sir. Hey! Thanks for subscribing, Black Fox. Tier 1. 12-month streak. My God, has it been a year already? Good grief. That's insane. It's so insane. By the way, I have worked on your suggestion, Black Box, and now I do have a button that is there for bits called Crack the Whip. It's specifically for cracking the whip on me. So I think I turned it on. should be there. But heck, it should be there. I think so. Not sure. I thought I turned it on. I worked on it, so it should be there. But yeah, I spent some time. I'm still working on getting the throwies to work. So, not sure what the deal is there. Not sure why they're being such a pill. But okay. Well, I'll have to figure it out. I had thought that I turned it on in Twitch, in my my settings here. It's a stream. It's a bits reward. Like you do have to throw bits for it, but oh, let's see, where is it? Awards. It's in alerts. Bits. Crack the whip. They don't show up on mobile. Gotcha. No worries. But well, in any case, it's there. I did it. And I think it's just a minimum of like 100 bits. So, but I don't even know if it'll work properly, but it's there. So, anywho, how are you doing, Black Fox? How's things going? It's been Memorial Day here in the U.S. and shockingly, there's only been one firework that went off, and I was busy playing squirt gun with the dog, and he didn't notice. Everything is closed on Memorial Day. Got up early, took Roscoe for a walk, played some board games with some friends today. 100,000 Zibb fun bucks. Well, I'm working on making those worthwhile. I'm working on the throwies. I've got a few other things in the wings for that. Gray and Black Box, you know what's funny? That comment that I got today was the phraseology of it that made me laugh was let me find it and read it to you. I shall mock it from here. Not mock it. Not mock it, but the phrasing on it made me laugh because it was just talking like the overly horny gremlin shtick doesn't work for someone like Hiroko. Even the minor teasing she did with Kisuke wasn't that extreme or constant. Feels like a rewritten trait added in after the comic became PG-13 when it decided to soft reboot itself. Twitch mobile doesn't work for you, so you have to lurk now. All right, well, we'll be here for you, Gray. Hope you enjoy your walk. But I like it when the comic decided to soft reboot itself. I had to laugh at that. I was just like, I didn't realize the comic had grown sentience. Like, oh, okay. Well, I'll have to ask the comic then what it wants to do, because apparently it's running the show now. I should really broadcast the stream in Discord. I wonder if I should. You know what? I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down because I'm wondering if Twitch's mobile app is just being dumb. Broadcast. There we go. And I'm even going to type that into the chat so Gray knows. Actually, I'll type it into Discord. Hazel from Grimshire. Okay, I'll add that blindly. You know, you haven't steered me wrong yet, Blackhawk. It's mini golf. Zibb. Oh, you must be thinking of my older and more well-balanced and less rickets-riddled cousin. How are you doing today, Minnie? How has your Memorial Day been? You haven't remembered a thing. Oh no. But how will you open your locker to get your homework for Mrs. Grimsby's science class? I was commenting on the comment that I got on one of the pages on the website today about Hiroko's well, the official quote. The official quote is, "Going to be honest, I'm not really into this new side of Hiroko. The whole overtly horny gremlin shtick doesn't work for someone like her. Even the minor teasing she did with her Kisuke wasn't that extreme or constant. Feels like a rewritten trait added in after the comic became PG-13 when it decided to soft reboot itself." Which to me makes me laugh because I didn't realize the comic rebooted itself. I didn't realize that it was capable of just conscious thought. So that's pretty cool. Whisk instead of stirring. I see. Probably adding more oxygen bubbles into the batter that way. Yeah, I guess it rebooted itself instead of carrying on. You know, it's that new directorial team that came in. They swept in, changed all the characters, changed all the artwork, rewrote the script, bought everything out. You know, just completely took me out of the whole thing. Yeah, put it in color. Got rid of the original voice actor. I don't mean to make fun. It's just one of those things. Like, yes, I know it's not the same as the original. Like, I mean, what do you want the saccharine crap that I was doing before, because I can do that too. I haven't yet, but I will at some point. Okay. Well, if it isn't the big man himself, Roscoe Gumbo, my boy, and yours. And goodbye. Hello, goodbye. I mean, it's perfectly fine. You know, it's like I understand not everyone's gonna like everything, and that's totally. But it's like I was telling Gray, it's just like I honestly wish I didn't have to spoon feed it. Like, you know, specifically, like, yeah, it seems like it's well. I mean, first and foremost, it's like I have to point out, it's just like yeah, it's you know one of those things where it's like it's really crazy that things that are very traumatic and very hard and very life changing can do things like that, can change people's personalities, change their life's trajectories very quickly and very suddenly, and and very drastically, and a lot of other adversity. The other thing I wanted to point out to this person is just like, yeah, and it sure seems like it's done that, and it seems out of character, doesn't it? Like just trying to like let them know, like, I hope you trust in the story enough to realize that she's a lot more than she lets on. I even hope that these last few pages have kind of pointed out, like, she's not, everything that you see. I mean, she's much more than meets the eye, and even just these last couple of pages, it's just like, whoa, clearly there's something much more, much more powerful than just, she's not just a drunk, lush. She's, much more than she appears to be. But, that's okay. And it might be one of those things that they just didn't get there yet. That's okay. Trying to come up with this little bit here. These guys telling the story of fighting slime. He's got the trauma. Oh, we all do. I'm sorry. Here's the problem. Doctor. So, Zibbicus Zulzerander, your friend of mine, is left clawed. I know. Get the lynch mob. Get everybody together. My microphone was off to the left of me, and that is mainly because, A, I'm left clawed, and B, my tablet is directly in front of me on my desk because I'm trying to remain straight backed, in my lane, hydrated, and when I'm trying to draw, my microphone gets right in my face, and I can't see my frickin' iPad. So what I've been trying to do is look around it, and that hasn't always been successful. So I'm facing it now, and I should be a little louder, and I should be a little clearer. So hopefully you can see and hear me a little bit better. If you could see me, that's incredible. If you can hear me, that's probably better. Okay, you should be able to see my shadow and my arm. There we go. Whee! That's good. Great, grand, wonderful. Basically, both monitors at this point are obscured because my microphone is directly in front of my left eye. So, none of this is that important because what's really important is that I can draw. So, when I say I can draw, what I mean is I am fully capable of attempting to draw. Oh, yeah, stock.me? Yeah. No, I'm aware of that one. Yeah. No, not a lot of hits on that one lately. Handy app, yeah. Yes, I actually I wrote down a bit that that Black Fox had mentioned on our last stream, and then I executed it and I put it together, and it is up, and it is it's a thing. It's in the bits section, so the Crack the Whip redemption is up there now. So for the low price of $1, you can now crack the whip at me, and I will redouble my efforts while drawing. I can never remember what song this is. I had the opportunity, by the way, all of you Fox people, I had the opportunity to play a game that you would enjoy. I had an opportunity to play a game that you'll enjoy, and that I should get on Tabletop Simulator so we can play together. It's called Chickens, and it is quite good. It is quite good. It's a lot like the zombie dice rolling game, except it involves chickens, and it involves, instead of shotguns blowing your head off, it involves foxes eating all your chickens. It is it's quite good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. What was I doing? I can't remember what I was doing. Well, I can't remember what I was doing. Nope, can't remember a thing. Okay, well, back we go. Back to drawing. Hello, the boy. Good to see you again. And away he goes again. Another record performance by the Roscoe. The viewer attack thing. Oh, the throwing thing. I have not quite figured out why it's being such a jerk. I'm just going to sit through another good couple of tutorials as to what to setting it up again. It's the setting up the singular one doesn't seem to be a problem. In fact, let's see. I mean, it should be. I have it running, I think. At least I have the regular one. Yeah. Oh, that. No, I have no idea. I have not one single idea on how that works. So no.
Yeah, like I said, I've been trying to get more stuff done for the stream. It's been a little bit of a struggle with life and Roscoe and Rudy and work and new medications and stuff. It's been a little bit of a struggle, so
My apologies on that. Yeah, I'm gonna look into seeing if I can broadcast the stream on the Discord as well as here on Twitch, because looks like the Twitch app is being a real bear for some folks. Oh, dang it.
that doesn't surprise me. It seems like the Twitch app is crap for a lot of people, but hopefully I can at least provide some kind of an alternative, because
Let's see. Let's actually, Black Box, I'm gonna write down that viewer attack thing. So seem to have better success remembering this stuff when I'm writing it down. There we go. Okay. I saw the headline on that the non-enhanced guy actually creamed him. Like, he did really well. And good on him. I'm glad.
I'm sure there's a host of excuses. Like, well, actually, the enhanced athletes, they are. Right. I'm wondering. I'm sure. Really, I'm sure that's probably the case. Is that they probably just relied on the actual chemical dependency. Yeah, I mean when you start relying on the chemical like boost and the actual like performance enhancement, like it's not a good barometer for your own performance. Funny, so I wonder if that was like a almost a known quantity, like it was like, yeah, we're gonna let you do this because we know it's not gonna work. And I wonder if those athletes are like, all excited for their heads to swell up and look stupid. Like, was it Wade Boggs who the guy looks like a freaking like a regular human being, like athlete with like a honeyed ham for a head? I would imagine that if they were taking like anabolics, then they would like unnecessarily bulk up their traps and their lats, and they would make that particular motion would be very difficult, or at the very least would be impeded, since it would bulk them up unnecessarily. But I don't know anything about swimming. I can swim, so that's pretty much all I know. And I have a brief and vague understanding of muscle systems. Especially those guys just like juiced and then like shaved, and then they were like, we're good. We'll beat this guy, no problem. And they're like, oh, bro, we should have shaved more. Oh, yeah, well, the something like the oxygen content in muscle is so low. Something like that, like they're not as buoyant. Again, no knowledge. Just going off of base understanding of buoyancy. Base understanding of buoyancy. Doesn't really know what it's talking about. What was my sketch here? Love trying to reinterpret my sketch days, if not weeks, after initially doing it. Yeah, that's basically what I'm stuck at here. I think what I'll do. Let's actually. What I'm gonna. I am gonna skip down to this other part because that part is annoying me. I'm gonna use their input bars. Hello, Mr. Roscoe. Oh, you're hanging out over here now. Hi. You're over on this side. And now you're back out of the room. All right. Very swiftly becoming I might redraw some of this, or at the very least go over some of this with another pencil there, everybody, because I know you love that. Something. No, like I was mentioning on the Discord earlier today, I was super happy that I had watched Gameaverse and gotten super jealous, mainly because I needed just a kick to push myself over the edge for Sidereal Cycle. I needed something, and it was funny to me because I had started filling in the page before I had really defined the page. Like it's hard to describe. It's like I have a very bad tendency of I get excited about an idea, and I love the idea. I think the idea is great. The idea is grand. It's wonderful, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work on this thing. It's gonna be fantastic. And then about a week and a half, to a month down the road, I'm like, what is the point of this again? And I realized that I have not developed a reason for the characters to be there, the point for them to be there, the goal, the any of that. And it's annoying because I desperately want those characters to have a reason to be there, or for their purpose to be
to be, beneficial to them, or at the very least to be a decent story. And yeah, it's at least something came to me today, so that was at least very, very positive, I would say. While I was driving Roscoe around, which not what I expected, but okay, that's a bit better. Ooh. A bit there. Okay, now I understand. I had to re-understand the pose I was using. I made Mrs. Zibb laugh today because I think the water pump in my 30-year-old washing or dishwasher machine, Jesus, my dishwasher might not be working properly, and I think the water's kind of gotten stagnant in the machine. And when I opened it, I was like, ugh. And she's like, "What's wrong? What's the smell?" And I was just like, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, you open the dishwasher and it smells like a low tide at the pier. She laughed. Oh yeah, the Fabian Zibb Fun Hour. Boo. Beada beada bada bada boo. Rudius Von Tudius over here. Sometimes I just need to refresh my drawing lines because I throw these together like a week in advance trying to get myself ahead. And then I forget exactly what the hell I'm doing. And I think what I wanted to do is I wanted to take this. Do that here. And I want to what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of use this to establish a little bit more of a degree of distance. So we've got trees. Dead trees everywhere. We're gonna have more of lift is going to be there in the back. So she will have traveled a considerable distance in a very short period of time. Yeah. That's in better shape. That's all right. Just a moment here. I'm going to take a real short break. And I will be right back. Yeah. So 1 second, folks. Give me just a moment.
You're correct. There is sneakery afoot.
Okay.
Welcome, Beak. Welcome, Beak. Was busy solving a small town mystery, sorry. Had to go pilot a helicopter and snipe a guy. Now that I think about it, Littlest Hobo may have just been the Canadian version of GoGo 13. Oh, boy. Yep, now I'm on the road again. Yep. Turn around and I'm on the road again. Such a cute little show opening. It's just, oh, it's so cute. It is cute. I wonder if I can find that I'm going to see if I can find that game here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. There it is. If you're looking for that game I was telling you about, it's called Chicken. It's from Keymaster Games. Like I said, it's very similar to Zombie Dice, but the art style is adorable. It's super cute. I do enjoy the fact that the one of the game's features is no reading required to play. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, it's called Chicken, a fast-paced dice game for fun for kids and adults. Super cheap, but I definitely thought it was super cute. That's the other. Booty Dice was the other one that I was looking at. Booty Dice. Quick pirate dice game. But I did lead Mrs. Zibb and my friends and I through Flashpoint, and we were all firefighters, and we saved the day. We made it through a fire, and yeah, no, trust me, when somebody first suggested Booty Dice to me, I was just like, ho, I was very interested in this Booty Dice. Why, they're pirates. But no, it's a cute looking game. It's kind of like Farkle to an extent, but with pirates. Yeah, no, it was really cool. We played the family version to kind of get used to the mechanics. And they really liked it. They had a great time playing it. My good friend who is an avid board card tabletop gamer, he was blown up 3 times by fire. And I think a lot of it was because he kept going into this game room to try to save, to quote unquote totally save people, but in fact he was actually trying to save old rare Ral Partha miniatures. And yeah, he just could not he could not survive the wrath of fire. But no, it was a really good time. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. I told him that at his fireman's funeral, the folks from FASA Corporation were there. They presented his widow with a folded map of the Worlds of Darkness that they immediately had to take back because it was super rare. Yeah, and they're made out of pewter, so when they melt, they don't release noxious gases into the air. Not like these damn newfangled plastic minis these kids like so much. Pewter. I'll never forget the girl that when I worked at a small gaming company for a very short period of time. The girl that was working the spin caster that told me, she's like, yeah, once I was working the spin caster and I spilled pewter down my pants. That I was at the time, I think I was not yet in my 20s, I don't think. Some along those lines. I was not yet in my 20s. And I was so naive at that point. I was just like, oh geez, wow. And like, fool me. I was just like, you couldn't have used any kind of like pickup line at that point. Like, come on, Zibb. Really? Like, oh man, I should check that out for you. You know, come on. To this day. Still to this day, it bothers me. Minis that survive the surface of the sun. Well, you know what, Black Fox, you are going to be on that team. I'm going to assign you to that team. Zibco Industries is going to need brave volunteers, or at least stupid volunteers, on our mission to the Soul Star, so you can test those for us. I know. I couldn't even be in office skis when I had the full, perfect opportunity to do so. And she would have been cool. She would, not like she would have been like cool with it. Like, yeah, go ahead. You know, it would have been more like a. Oh my god, that was so lame. You know, it would have been funny to her because she was cool, but like it's just like, oh man, I couldn't even do it then. So lame. Lamest kobold. Winner, lamest kobold. 30 years running. Yep. Kind of have to. That's what the court ordered anyway. We, the court, find Zibb to be necessarily lovable. Everybody has to love him. Please speak it into the microphone, Mr. Zibb. Do I have to? It is part of your sentence. Oh, so well, louder. I'm the Zibb, gotta love me. Louder! I'm the Zibb, gotta love me. Ah, there it is. Yep, give me that Pengu. Well, now I am not doing it. Sometimes a sample size is too small, and it has to be placed directly on a microscope slide to read rather than prepared. We write a D for direct on the lid when that happens. Someone was commenting that a coworker wrote the letter really weird, and I had to tell them,
Please don't shame. D's come in all shapes and sizes.
I'm sure that was a fun HR meeting.
Did I ever tell you guys the song that I sang to Mrs. Zibb that made her lose her shit for like 20 minutes in the car? I was in one of my moods, and I was just angry that this guy in an F-150 like completely cut me off. And I'm driving in my incredibly manly Dodge Grand Caravan. You all can, I mean, that's, it's fine, I get it. But driving in my Dodge Grand Caravan, and this guy, cuts me off, and Mrs. Zibb is completely on my side on this one, because she's just like, oh yeah, big man, look at me. And I just was like, F-150, the F stands for penis. And I don't know if I've ever made my wife laugh that hard. And I mean, I proposed at one point. So, I mean, there is that. But, like, I don't know if I've ever made her laugh that hard in my entire life. And it was one of those moments where I was just like, yeah. And she was like, I just wasn't expecting it at all. Like, just, I didn't know, I didn't see it coming at all. But yeah, it later on, she was just like, it was like something out of fucking South Park. And I was like, yeah, no, I please, thank you. My ego, please, my ego can only get so erect. But no, it was great. That was kind of my follow-up to her thing that made me almost kill us in Arkansas, where we were get your laughs out now. We were at Beaver Lake and we were on vacation, and it was beautiful. It was Arkansas is one of the states I did not expect to enjoy as much as I did. It's a beautiful state naturally. I can't vouch for the politics or like the way people are, but I have to say that in a natural state that it is gorgeous down there. And we were driving around Beaver Lake, and I will say this place, it was literally like driving around a mountain. Like it was this road that was literally like spackled up against a fucking mountainside, and there was literally like a 100-foot drop and then a lake underneath us. And while we're driving, we see this dude coming down the oncoming, lane, 2-lane road, by the way. So like this guy coming down the oncoming lane, and he's got a trailer on the back of his truck. And I don't even know if that trailer was like, if it was calibrated or if it was weighted properly or what. I don't know much about driving with trailers. I've driven one. I drove one for 500 miles to get here. So there is that. Ow! Congratulations, you get a candy because you hit me in the head with a thing. We're driving, and you get another candy for throwing a thing at me. But so this guy's trailer was going all over the place, and I'm like noticeably wary. And I'm on the fucking lake side of the road, and I'm like, okay, cool. And Mrs. Zibb, out of fucking nowhere, is just like, she starts doing this guy like in terms of like his voice and like what he's doing, and she's just like, oh, what are you doing? Drive this trout. And I just started laughing because this guy's just like haphazardly just driving with this fucking empty trailer, like just going everywhere. And like, we got where we needed to go, and I was like, dude, I was gonna fucking ditch it in the fucking lake. It was great. It was great. You love pollen season because the pristine lifted pavement princess trucks get a light coat of dust. You can see the handprints are exclusively on the very bottom of the driver door, as if to say,
Why, yes, my truck is driven exclusively by Oompa Loompas. Trout! Yep. That was the same trip that we went to a lake and we got a little paddle boat and we paddled all around the perimeter of this little lake. And it was super fun. But like when you get halfway around a little lake and like you're paddle boating and like the fiberglass shell of your paddle boat is conducting enough heat that you could theoretically like have like a lobster burl or a crawdad burl on the fiberglass. You begin to wonder like how the hell anyone survived on these things ever, and how they ever became tourist attractions. And then you also wonder yourself, why the fuck didn't I bring any, crawdad burl? Also, Chroma and Garen, we were earlier discussing how when the comic decided to soft reboot itself, how it got unexpectedly horny, and just made me laugh because I didn't realize the comic did that by itself. Pretty cool. I mean, didn't realize that it was just doing shit on its own. I guess I'll just sit back and let my comic do its thing. I mean, fuck am I doing drawing it? Nope. It's all. I mean, it's pretty much just all the comic doing what it does. Is this literally drawing? Okay. All right, cool. For a second, I thought the ink had changed to a darker blue, and I don't need that right now. I need it to be the correct color. Nah, I got some comments and on the website, which like I was saying, it's fine. It's totally okay. Again, it's somebody else's opinion, and I can respect it, but and somehow the Grim Reaper's involved, and I can respect someone being just like, yeah, I just don't like the way that this character's developing, and I don't like their sudden shift to horny, and it's just like, yeah, no, I understand, but give the story a second, and let's think. Let's be critical about this and think about it. Maybe the way the character is not because of Oh yeah. They would hate your fan fiction and Hiroko's special chair. Which I didn't realize the special chair was like the most like it was so in the mainstream that even like fucking like channels like The Dadvocate would reference it. Like I had no idea. Like I love The Dadvocate, by the way. She's super funny and she has some really good points, but like she's also just like really good at like pointing shit out. Super funny girl. And I will give her credit. She does call out dudes as just as bad, sometimes, but no, it was just funny. She had one video that I thought was really cute because she had a guy who was talking to his son, little boy, like maybe like 3 or 4 or something like that, and he was basically telling him like, you don't talk to your mom, you don't disrespect your mom like that. That's my wife. I'm not gonna let you talk to her that way. And this kid's like, okay, like he was actually listening to him, and it was like a really positive experience because like he laid down the law with this kid, but like it was a really controlled and good experience for this kid. Like, you're gonna listen to your dad and you're gonna apologize to your mom and everything like that. And And, he's just like, we can, I know you don't like being told no about stuff, but that's just how things go. And, we can talk about stuff like this. We don't need to be, yes, the captain's platform. I saw that, but, it was just cute because, he's just like, we can talk about this stuff. And, I think after we're done here, you're going to go apologize to your mom, okay, for disrespecting her. And he's like, okay. And he's like, I love you, buddy. And I think I love you, daddy. And it's just like, and she just kind of cuts it. She's like, there is no way that she didn't just get pregnant from that. It's cute. And she made a really good point because she had said, like, this is the kind of tone that can't be replicated by moms. Like, this is the kind of thing that we need to have like a positive, dad, voice for it. And I thought it was really cool. It was just interesting. It was like a really good, a positive dad moment, which, we don't get to see enough of, nowadays. Now it's usually just like, oh, like this dad, he's terrible. It's like, oh yeah, well, yes, yep, that he is. He's terrible. A lot of the times she points out some of these videos where she's got these women, like, a lot of them are like, social media posts and stuff that these women will do. And she's just like, wow, you actually, like, you hate your husband. It's like, oh man, that sucks. I don't know if I'd be cool with, like, hating my wife. Or if she hated me. That'd suck. Man, this is if hated me. That'd be, oof. That wouldn't be cool. Wouldn't be a cool time. Wouldn't be a cool time at all. Would I be able to tell? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You beating you. Yeah, no, I actually, that was one of the things that kind of unfortunately made me stand out in a previous job, was that I wasn't one of the boys that would bitch about my wife all the time. In fact, I talked about my wife all the time about how cool she was and how much I loved her and how proud I was of her work, and it put them on the back foot. Are you monarchs? Did you marry for land? Honest to God, I should have busted that out. Prithee, be you monarchs, hath thou married for land? Oh man, I think the problem is work with is too high. That's what's. Yeah. No, I mean that's precisely what gets me. It's just the bitching about it. It's like, man, like, if all you're gonna do is complain, then what's the point? You know? And obviously, back in the day, it was much less, for me, I was much less tactful about it than I am now. And but now it's just really more of like change the subject, because that's all they want to do. But back then it was just like, whoa, she's check out Miss Zibb, she's awesome, she's the coolest, and they're just like, no, he doesn't share my views about disliking my spouse. Yeah, I know, right? That's the thing. It's like, I don't think they actually do. I think they're just bitching so they can kind of like be one of da boys. And it's like, I can't even pretend to understand. I just can't. I can't. This is the same job where the same coworker actually brought his AR-15 to work to show us. And it's like, okay, that really should have been the red flag for me. Yeah, that's precisely it, Garen. I wasn't conforming to the old wife bad humor. Wife bad! Brr. Yeah, that was... Yeah. That should have red flagged it for me right there, Minnie. Worst part, that person was an EMT. And a rather high, like a lieutenant, actually, a lieutenant EMT. They eventually earned my respect again later, but it was one of those things where I was like, this is not a very safe place to be. At the same time, I was like, this place does not have any kind of HR. I was stuck. On the plus side, at least I got to see what all the fuss was about. I was like, okay, cool. I will never own one of these. Not for the fact that it's prohibitively expensive, it's also terrifying to behold. I don't even think Parkland had happened at that point yet, so. You know what? I didn't get close enough. Didn't get close enough to know if it was loaded or not. I don't believe they were that irresponsible, but then again, bringing one to your workplace is pretty irresponsible anyway. So, cannot verify. Yep, enjoy. Go hug your family. Oh, there we are. And this is a little thick. Yuck. We're talking an office that is literally with the kitchenette. We're talking like maybe 100 square feet. So not exactly an appropriate, like, oh, we'll show this in the multi-purpose room. Like this was a single room office. And it's like behavior like that is what makes it like that's not respecting the tool. That's not respecting the firearm. That it's a toy. It's a look at what I have, you know. It's like, you want to see that? You come with me to the firing range. You know, you want to see that? You come with me to the range outside of town where we shoot clay pigeons. You want to see that? You you know, you come to the berm, you know. Yeah, it's, you know, you have a long arm, you don't bring it to the fucking office. I'm sorry. It's like, I have respect for firearms. That's why I don't own them. Well, and it's like, I don't mean to disparage people, but it's like so many people that own these, like, they do the thing where they they let everybody know they have one, and then, God, they have the surprise Pikachu face when it gets stolen, and it's like, man, like, really? Yeah, exactly. Oh, the new one that I saw the other day, and again, it's not that I care about anyone's political affiliation, but it made me laugh when I saw it. It just had the thought, it's like, oh man, look at that, a what was it? It was an olive drab Audi. Huh, that's the most that's that's the nicest looking libertarian car I've ever seen. I mean, I stay out of it. It's just one of those things where I was just like, oh lord. I was like, olive drab, really? I bet you're really sneaking up on someone in that olive drab Audi. I can't wait to see the urban camo color print. It's funny, you say Mary Kay, and the first thing I think of is Mary Sue. Yeah. I've been on the internet for too long. Oh man, Automod got you for a completely relevant and scientific based term. Bad, Automod, bad. Someone with gigantism could have one of those. You never know. Gigantism.
Zoop, 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 zoop.
Nobody appreciates my handbag. Not a one.
Do I have my bag nearby? I don't think I do.
Oh, you know what? Actually, it was really disappointing. I have a bag that I really like. Okay, so I inherited my Zibb type from my dad, but one of the move types that I inherited from my mom was container, and it allows me to use different containers and bags. And yeah, so I like containers and bags, but the thing that sucks is that every time I get like a container or a bag, it never fits what I'm using currently. So I have this little bag that I used for a long time, God, when I was still in college. It was a laptop bag, but it was like a sling bag, but it was for a MacBook 13-inch. And it fit really good. It was a really nice fit for a MacBook, and it fit my sketchbook and all kinds of little stuff that I used to use back in the day. And I was hoping that it would be a really nice fit for a day bag for conventions and even for work. I was thinking like, oh, it'd be really useful for work. Like I could throw my work laptop in there and I could do all kinds of stuff. It fits absolutely fuck all nothing. The only thing that I can really use it for is D&D at this point. So now it just kind of chills out in my office somewhere, and just holds my my D&D books and portable speaker. And yeah, it's super disappointing because it's been like a stalwart little bag, but yeah, its usefulness is so low now. And hell, I got that bag. Jeez. God, I want to say like that bag has got to be almost 20 years old now. 20, maybe 15, something like that. Because yeah, I was using it almost exclusively through school. It was like a messenger bag. It was more square. It was almost specifically designed for the MacBook at the time. Yeah, unfortunately, that is something I did inherit from my mother, was a love of containers. Think Geek. Was it Think Geek? I remember those bags. I actually really wanted one back in the day. Because it was the iPad sleeve that I liked the most, because you could fold it down and it had its own little protective like plastic cover that you could use. So you could fold it out and use it as like a little like work surface while you were like standing in line, you know, like, well, they thought they were so fucking clever. I used to love ThinkGeek, and they got bought by GameStop. They just went to shit. Is there a reason that I'm just not really getting it? This particular pose is just absolutely destroying my face. Like leopards. Like leopards. Let's do this. And then this. And then just in case we do. And this. Okay. So how about we go like this. And we hide you for a moment. Oh yeah, no, it's a good bag, and I think if I remember correctly, like the front of it had like that like hook and loop closure on it, so you could put like patches on it without having to iron them on or sew them on. Which actually, I you know, ideally actually was actually kind of clever. That by itself was not a bad idea. You know, I've never really gotten into the Molly look with the tactical webbing. I think the webbing's okay, but like every time I see it, I just because Mrs. Zibb does so much work with the webbing, like the nylon and elastic webbing. Like I see it for what it is, I'm just like, eh. It doesn't really impress me that much. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, taking a moment to stretch. Oh. And as if I had just summoned him, here comes Mr. Rudy. Here comes Mr. Business. Wonder if he wants to hang out or if he just wants to say hello. How you doing, buddy? A little dark to see ya. It's a little dark. The Shadow Pumpkin, he emerges. Yay! How you doing, buddy? Oh, the Rudy Toot. Shadow Pumpkin. My little guy. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, this is his little cave. He likes to be here. I also like how his eyes were in the O's there for the Rudy Toot cam for a second there. That was really cute. Yeah. Hi, buddy. He's been chilling in his little kingdom for a little while today. He's been doing real good. He likes it cooler in the house, so we have had the AC on. Yeah. You're just a cutie little patootie, aren't you? Hi. Hey, buddy. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Yeah. He's a good little guy. Wow. You taking your little nap? This little guy loves his naps. Yeah. So regal. My goodness. That face. Yeah. Row. Rudy Toot. Look at that face. Rudy, have you been up to no good? Yeah. Up to no good. Back into your cave. Rudius le Toot. Yeah. Sock. Get you with the sock. His seating posture and expression looks like a construction foreman assessing how to fix a big old mistake. He's just got the estimate as to how many people this mistake could possibly kill, and he's trying to justify leaving it alone. Yeah. Well, you chill out. You enjoy your time, buddy. We'll be here. Yeah. You're just the cutest little guy. Light tax evasion. Nothing light about it. I have been told to hydrate and check my posture. I will do just that. Done. I've done admirably. How level does a foundation slab really need to be? Oh, the stretching. She's just sitting back there, lurking, judging.
This is absolutely his theme right now. Rudy the Toot, Rudy the Toot, Rudy the Toot, Rudy the Toot. Rudy the Toot. Aw. See you later, buddy. Just wish him and Roscoe. Well, I mean, not that him and Roscoe have a problem. I just wish Roscoe wasn't so prey driven. We could integrate them a little bit better. Yeah, and it's funny because Lupin was fine. Lupin knew Rudy, because Rudy's been around for quite some time, and he knew Rudy and Lupin, and they were good buds. And Rudy gets along with everybody. I mean, Rudy is just a sweet little peanut. You've seen him, I mean, just look at him. But Roscoe's just young and boisterous and very jealous. And, in this situation, I don't blame him either, because he was here first. This is his house, and it's hard. It's when you're the baby, and then everyone, starts getting all, all nuts about this new guy, and he's just like, I don't know about this new guy, mom and dad, and you're just like, oh, just relax, buddy. He's an honored guest, and then he's just like, well, but I'm the baby, and it's like, well, yeah, we know, buddy, but we gotta take care of this guy, and it's just, well, that does not fly with me. I am the baby, and then it's like, yeah, he doesn't know his own strength, and he, what is play to him is a little too rough for some other dogs and some other animals, so kind of like we have to watch him because he chases the bunnies that show up in the backyard, and it's like, I don't think he will do anything, but we have to watch him anyway, because like if he catches one, it's like, God, I don't know what he's gonna do. And I've seen him, he gets close, but part of me is just like, I don't know if he'll know what to do with it, because he's gotten very close to catching him, but he always slows down, so it's like, I don't think he really knows what he wants to do with them if he gets one. Won't hold him to that possibility, though. Still reminds me of Lupin, the oblivious dog that he was walking with us, and he stepped on a baby bunny. He didn't see it. He just stepped on it, and the baby bunny went, just wobbled away. It was just like, oh, you poor little baby. He's just like, well, that squeaky toy made a lot of weird noises. Oh, well. Yeah, I'd never seen a dog step on a baby bunny without really, like, even thinking about it. Just like, oh, well. He was beneath me, father. As most things are. Shall we continue walking, or shall we continue speaking? I cannot. Okay.
Miss. Wrong pose. That explains why it's not. Oh my. Zibb. Really? Goodness. It's the sir. Shadow Pumpkin. And he knocked over the camera. Good job, buddy. Knocked over the cam. Yeah. You knocked it over. You knocked it over, buddy. Because you're silly. Because you're a big silly. Yeah. Because you're a big silly butt. Your butt. Rudy, silly butt. And away he goes. Go back in your fort. Okay, so trying to model this off my own arm, which is always helpful.
Hey, Gray. Good to see you again. So, hey, if it helps, I'm going to see if I can try and get I'm going to try and see if I can broadcast the stream in Discord as well, just in case the app is being dumb for folks, because it seems like it is dumb on a pretty consistent basis. Just so folks don't have to miss stuff or what have you. So, sorry it's being dumb. I hopefully I can either get it fixed or I can arrange for something alternative for you. Discord at least seems to be at least somewhat more reliable than the freaking Twitch app. Oh, no. No, no. No, no. My stylus is starting to run out of juice. Can't be the case. It hasn't warned me. It hasn't said anything. No, don't be a dick, stylus, please. Be a dick. That's an active choice that you can make.
Ooh, wee, finally. Gosh. That was a fight. Man. Okay. Yeah, it was a struggle. I don't know why it was such a struggle. It really was. Hmm. Ah, man. Goodness gracious me. She's definitely moving. She is. She's moving at high rates of speed. Actually, I've got the sketch a little bit modified because before the tree was kind of like the major sketch here, but I've got the in the background here. Luft is actually going to be far, far in the background here. Like, you know, she has moved a very far distance in a very short period of time. Hey, what's your pumpkin? And I, Rudy, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the kitty thing. Oh, there's an empty place in my cat box that's longing for... Nah, I don't even know where to go with this. It's a song about poop, I guess. It's always interesting to see people's theories, like, and it's just part and parcel with how this works, really. But it's always funny because it's just like, man, I'm gonna disappoint somebody. Maybe you're not Rudy Toots, but you are, sir. Yes, you're Rudy Toots. You're orange and small and you toot. And you're Rudy. Don't even pretend you're not Rudy. You've got that Rudy look. Don't forget that you are also Rudy. Don't think you can't be Rudy. I can see that you're Rudy. You've got his ID and his wallet. Maybe you're an imposter. That could also be likely.
We should call for the yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, it all fell apart. I was going to say constable. Maybe cops. I mean, when you think about it, werewolves with space-time powers would be really interesting because then they'd be able to control their ability to experience the full moon. The thing is, I know enough of Minnie just because like something's gonna happen and it's gonna be like disproven that it's werewolves, and they're gonna be the first to jump on it and be like, ah, it's never lupines. Oh no, that's the thing. It's like I also like as much as I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna disappoint somebody. It's like it's also like, but I still love the theory crafting. I love seeing where people's minds go. Because like on one hand, it's like sometimes it's wild and it kind of goes in directions I never expect. But other times I'm just like, I can see like, okay, the breadcrumbs I'm dropping are getting picked up. Like, you know, or you know, in other situations, it's like, oh, they missed that one, or maybe it wasn't obvious enough. You know, it's also kind of like the DM in me that's just like, oh, okay, well, hang on. They didn't see this, or maybe this wasn't obvious enough, or you know, this was too obvious. They are jumping on this way too quickly, or you know, or perhaps all roads lead to the Castle Ravenloft because that's the adventure I bought and that's the adventure that we're playing. Or like I said, maybe you guys just are not picking up on the fact that I absolutely love Kabuki Quantum Fighter. By the way, an incredibly generous and lovely friend has gifted me with some super fun games that we will be playing. Actually, I think I will be taking a little art break on Woden's Day, and we will be playing some super fun games. I'm very excited because they're totally in my wheelhouse. So that'll be super fun.
But on pages 450 and 451, there is very obviously a full moon.
Incorrect. Actually, mini golf. There are 2 full moons. Looks like the super fan looks like the super fan status is yours no longer. There's no such thing as a double werewolf. Can't be a double werewolf. Just cancel it out. Double werewolf across the sky. Yeah, yeah. Or double rainbow guy.
They get 2x multiples and double full moons. Well, you know what? Didn't think of that. Her score is going to be incredible at the end of this run. Oh yeah, it's like we're getting in like glam rock 80s hair here. saunter into a port town sometime down the road. Well, 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 if it isn't high score Hiroko. That's not what they call me here. What are you talking about? Every sailor here, that's not what they call me here. Some guy in tears comes up and slaps her. I guess I should have known what I was getting into when I met Gone by Dawn Hiroko.
Wow, all these guys really know you. That's so great. You have all kinds of friends. Did he get hit on the head? He gets hit on the head a lot. Does he? It is like they aim for head. It's like a big brown egg. I have told him to wear helmet. He was all innocent before. Now he just seems oblivious. Is for best. I just like the idea that multiple concussions have rendered him just permanently oblivious and sweet. He's essentially a swordsman version of Forrest Gump. I may not be a smart man, but I know what a broadsword is, Hiroko. You are getting on nerves. Please stop wearing plaid shirt. He is running. Why are you running? Please stop. God, he is still running. You're still going to probably raise it, so get comfy in chair. Oh, God. You forgot, I've seen Forrest Gump. Oh, God. Like how Gray has the audacity to be the... Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Oh, man. By the way, Gray, because I've been on this kick lately, and I don't know if it's just hyperfixation or what. Do yourself a favor. For just a visualization and writing exercise. Because I haven't watched it in a long time either, because I'm planning on watching it shortly. Watch the Chuck Jones, Ricky Tikki Tavi from 73, 75. I'm not sure what year it was. Only reason I mention it is because that is
one of the best, in my opinion anyway, one of the best adaptations of Kipling in a non just like book form that holds so well to Kipling's original book. Because obviously the Jungle Book is full of all kinds of stories, but I thought what was so interesting about Kipling was that his stuff was dark, because the jungle itself is a dangerous place. And I think that was one of the interesting things that he was trying to push. It was like, the jungle is dangerous. The jungle is dark. It's like the animals aren't like super happy, fun, friendly place. You know, stuff. It's not the wind and the willows out there. And I always thought that that was very respectable. That he was showing that, you know, nature is a brutal place. It's very dangerous. And I think that the Chuck Jones Rikki Tikki Tavi was a really good indicator of that. Despite the fact that his the Chuck Jones stylistic choices for that were very bright and colorful, he really brought it down with some of the night scenes. And in particular, I would definitely suggest checking out the scene where Ricky fights Nog in the bathroom. It is one of the best scenes, in my opinion, in that entire. It's a very short film. It's a very short film. It's a very short cartoon, but yeah, it is a great example of just the way that, and obviously the book itself is also very good. I read the Jungle Book when I was in like 5th grade. Like over one of the when I was in 5th grade, I broke my collarbone, so I was out of like recess for several weeks. So I got well acquainted with the books that were on the shelf, and one of them was the entire Jungle Book, so I read that. But Rikki Tikki Tavi was one of my favorites, and I remember that story innately. But honestly, I would say that depiction of the fight in the bathroom is such a good example of what a fight monologue in a hero's mind should be. It's tense, it's scared. Ricky is not sure that he can win. He's not sure that he is gonna do it, and he's like, you know, basically he's like, I have to hit him exactly there, and if I don't, you know, I cannot let go. And if I don't, I'm not gonna make it. Also, Ricky's adorable in that. Also the mom, yum. But but it is such a good story in that, like I said, the darkness of the jungle and the darkness of nature and the hero's story. Like I think it's a great story for Ricky, but I don't know what it is about that. It's been stuck in my head lately. It's just been really gnawing at me. Check it out. The imagery in that particular fight, by the way, just really strikes me. I think you'd really enjoy it. Because it just is so, God, it's just so scary. Like even now, several years later, like I still find that scary. It's very unnerving. There's no music. That's what strikes me the most. There's no music. It is just a fight. And I think that is very notable, especially for that time frame for a cartoon. I don't know. I feel like I've been harping on this a lot lately, but just, man, really sticks with me. Really sticks with me. And Chuck Jones was a freaking genius anyway. So. Yeah, and you know, maybe I'm overselling it, but just it was very influential to me. Yeah, no worries.
Mr. Boo Boo.
The Shadow Pumpkin.
Come on, Shadow Pumpkin. Where's your little face?
Show me the Shadow Pumpkin.
Turn on there, pumpkin face. Hmm? You being a peanut. Eh. There we go. There's that pumpkin. Whoop. Hello. There you
Ooh, shadowy boy.
Shadowy, dangered Rudy. So scary. Such a scary boy.
Sketchcom of Hiroko taking out a hair bump clip from her main off pan. I'm not sure what a hair bump clip is. I'll have to look that up real quick. Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Just shrugs off some enormous, like she just has a regular short hair, just like, thump, like a big, a sketch. I think. What did I have them set at? Let me look. You know, I apologize. I never got the form up. That's. I should stay up and get that put up tonight. I'll have, you know what? I'll have that form up tomorrow morning. It'll be up and running. I'll have that ready for you guys. I've got everything up on my Fur Affinity, on my Blue Sky. I've got all the pricing and everything on there, so I've got it all up there, but I never put the form together, so I'll put it up there. I'll sticky it up on the Discord. That'll be done by tomorrow morning. So I'm working from home all of this week, so I should have a little bit more time. Obviously, work comes first, but I should have a little bit more time to do like actual like commission stuff if you guys are interested. So yeah. So sorry for the wait there. Sorry for the confusion on that. Like I said, it's been a little weird the last couple weeks, so thanks for your patience on that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. The cat just likes hanging out in quiet, dark places. So there he is. Cat. Yeah. There's some tunes for you. Dee doo doo da dee da dee 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 doo. Billy Rudy, the Rudy, the Rudy.
Love that stupid game.
Yep, definitely 100% the song of my people. The casino. He who has stepped into a casino maybe like twice in his entire life. I mean, casinos are fine if you're not like looking to try to like score big. Like, They're entertaining at the very least. And sometimes they have really good buffets. Their shows are interesting. I mean, literally, if you're going there to not like try to make shit tons of money, they can be a lot of fun. My mother-in-law liked going to the boats, going to the casino, just for fun. Like it's not like they were going there professionally. Yeah. Okay. Very good friend of mine was quite good at online poker when that was a thing in the early aughts. I remember that being quite the thing. hopefully this gives at least a little idea. Like, this is a very mountainous region. And so mountainous, and then like talking lots of coniferous and deciduous forests and everything. But very, very rough, very woolly kind of landscapes, and there are trade routes here, but not a tremendous amount of the kind of like easy travel. So we're looking at Luft being up here, you know, fairly visible. You know, like these are the largest of buildings that you would see in Luft in the distance. Light sources and stuff notwithstanding. But then we have, you know, forests, mountains, you know, and then we have Whisper here. So she has definitely traveled in what would appear to be the span of, you know, maybe a few minutes. She's traveled a very long distance. So clearly she is talented in some very, very interesting ways here. She's definitely learned something over the last couple of years. Had werewolf speed. Minnie over here just like absolutely just like playing three-dimensional Clue. Like, nope, it's Zibb on page 475 with the transformation fetish in the ballroom. Oh no, the bit is hilarious. I like the bit. Michelle, get in here. They're not impressed with me. It's like my favorite bit. Okay. Good, very good, very good. All right. Excellent. Okay. So, I think I am going to leave this one here. I apologize, my streams have not been going as long as they usually have. Again, I'm adjusting to a lot of different things. New medications are definitely one of them. I'm slowly getting my energy back up, and I'm feeling much closer to where I used to be. So hopefully I will have my streams running a little bit longer in the near future. But this is kind of where I'm comfortable at right now. So 3 hours is about what I feel like doing at the moment. But hopefully in the near future we will be doing some longer streams. But right now this is kind of where I'm feeling good. So thank you, music, you've done very, very well. I appreciate you very much, music. And in any case, thank you guys for being with me. I appreciate it. It's always nice to kind of start the week off and get a good stream going. If you guys have any questions or anything that you guys would like to get some answers for, or anything, let me know. Drop me a line on the Discord. Of course, I'll have the commission form coming up here in the morning. I'll get that done tonight here once the stream is over. And of course, like I said, if you have any other questions or any other specifics, drop me a line. I'm always happy to hear from you. If you have any other questions about the comic or details that you need to know, I'd be happy to hear about it. And yeah, just everybody have a great night. Have a great week. If I don't hear you or see from you, see you or hear from you. Everybody have a wonderful week, and I will catch you later on Wednesday. Thanks for being here. We'll see you then.